You know, after such a devastating loss in game number 1, I thought Hero might be a little bit too rattled, but this game he just played immaculately. It was beautiful.
It was pretty sexy.
I tell you, man, the only thing I want to hear right now is exactly what Mr. Bitter has to say about that.
All right, guys, over there, take it away.
Thank you, Tasteless. What a great game by Liquid Hero, ladies and gentlemen. An unbelievable display of tactical skill there, having that small force ready to do the push at the front, but it was the warpins from the side that sealed the deal at the expansion.
Shaping up to be an excellent, excellent final, day 9. A little bit of an aggressive opening that time from Hero, but Puma wasn't ready for it, took way too much damage, and Hero was now tied 1-1.
Dude, I was getting worried about Hero. Looking at the heart rate, it actually shot up to like 180 at the end. The kid's like, I'm winning!
Oh, it's a thing of beauty to watch, isn't it? It's kind of scary, honestly, watching that kind of level of play. It's pretty terrifying, but also absolutely fantastic stuff. Hero comes back really, really well in that series, ties it at 1-1.
That's like very important to actually take the second game after losing the first.
Yes, oh, yes.
Because like if you lose that, the momentum just keeps on rolling, right?
Oh, absolutely. Hero really has reset it in his favor. Of course, the obvious question is, can Hero deal with that 1-1-1? It is so likely with Puma that he absolutely has to have a good answer. Nearly defeated his opponent, nearly defeated Puma when they faced off in GSL, but Puma, of course, has such good control with that style.
That game, that was incredibly close. It literally came down to like one supply difference. And when Hero obviously knows that Puma is going to do it, man. He's just going to do it. There's like no fear in his eyes.
Yeah. But I love the way that Puma responded in that last game. Now, I know a lot of you do watch the GSL, and there's a famous saying by none other than Artosis. When you're ahead, you... Very good. Excellent. A+ for everyone who attended in Sweden today. All right. And, you know, it's easy to kind of get far in a tournament if you do those sorts of huge early attacks, but it was the fact that Hero did that big push and then got all that late game potential to seal the deal. Let's see if he'll do it in game number 3. Tastosis, take it away.
All right, I will totally take it away because they're ready to start this game. Are you guys ready to start this game? It's so sick. These guys are so good. I am actually learning so much watching these two play. They're so talented, and they are so, I guess, how do I say this? They have their own way of playing the game, and they perfected it. It's not some wonky offshoot style or anything like that. Instead, it is just sheer genius. So, to introduce the players, over here in the bottom left starting location, we have our Red Terran losing that last game. Give him your support. Make some noise for Puma. And across the map, in the only other starting location on dual side, we have our Protoss player who really was ahead from start to finish in game number 2. Show your support for Hero.
You know, it's tied up 1-1 Tasteless, and the third map being dual site is a map Puma's going to be pretty happy with. This guy loves his 1-1-1s, and this is a very good map for those.
Now, as you can see over here, we have a depot on the way here, and this is, a barracks on the way over here. So it looks like Puma's going to go for a wall-in. Now, the wall-in in this case is pretty common for Puma. I wouldn't be at all surprised if we see the other depot set up right away to try to deny. Oh, no, I'm sorry. He's actually not going to do it. He's going to go for a refinery. So there's still a multitude of different things that could occur over here. He could go for quick Banshees. We've seen that from time to time.
He's going to make the depot, and just before the probe gets there, this is very tricky right here. We are actually seeing him wall in exactly like he did in the first 2 games, but what build did he open with in the first 2 games? It was a quick command center, so Hero's going to be thinking about that. while Puma is getting gas and probably preparing for his 1-1-1.
Now, what we need to see from from Hero, and here's what I'm really wondering is, Hero has the proclivity to sometimes just make a Nexus if he feels like his opponent's going to expand with him. He doesn't generally try to go for a kill move here. So if that's the case, he might just go ahead and do that. And instead, no. Okay, so he's actually going to keep teching.
I'm sure he has studied Puma very much for this best of 7. He wants his first tournament win. Puma wins like a third of the tournaments he goes to. So, that's kind of selfish, Tasteless. Hero wants this one. And after seeing how he played against Night End, I'm very happy to see that he is, in fact, going to tech up a bit more.
Okay, so Puma is going to move out here. As you can see with the scouting SCV, there are 2 Xel'Naga watchtowers on this map, and that's actually really important to note because unless you control both of them, you don't really know what's coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
And as you can see, one sort of given to one player on his turf, the other one, in this case, this one on Hero's turf. It's going to be important if this game develops and it's not a shorter game that they try to control that. Now, as you can see, the factory coming up here with a starport. So, I don't know.
Stargate.
Oh, and a Stargate?
Yes. A Stargate and a starport. Now, the Stargate looks like, the starport rather, looks like it is going to go for a Banshee. You know what's really good against a Banshee? A Phoenix. That's what Tasteless.
That's exactly what.
And if he goes Phoenix straight away, steal a word from one of my co-caster friends, it is going to be able to fly over there, see the Banshee way before Cloak is done, and that is like a build order win. He is going to get unbelievably far ahead.
Oh, and you know what he might do? Oh, is it going to be spotted? The element of surprise is kind of important, and he doesn't have it this time going around here. He may have actually thought that Puma was going to go for a quick command center. If that was the case, he could have gone for a Void Ray build and tried to break him that way. But instead, it's not. So we'll see where he takes the game from here. There's no Marine out. This bunker is just being shot at, Artosis.
Yes, it certainly is, but it's going to have a Marine in it in a moment. The 2 Stalkers, though, going to be able to pick off some SCVs. One SCV does go down. And some nice harassment going on, but the Phoenix is on the way. Puma has no idea how much trouble he's in. In fact, a Robo going up, so he's going to be able to get an Observer as well. Will Puma even finish Cloak, though, when he sees the Phoenix?
That's going to be the big question here. The Phoenix is now out, and he's still getting Cloak. The Phoenix, of course, can fly through here. It's going to be very bad news for the Banshee. Is he going to let the Banshee finish? What does he do? Does he put the Banshee over the bunker? What is his plan?
This
is actually looking really bad for Puma, man.
Oh, my God. And he's actually going to take down this depot right now. No, the SCV's coming up, but he's going to pick off quite a few of them.
Now, note, there is some detection, but no army to defend here. With the 2 Phoenixes over here, this Banshee could do a ton of damage.
Well, another Phoenix did just pop up, and it's going to actually intercept the Banshee.
And here it comes now. The Banshee cloaks, though. Getting inside that base, taking out some SCVs. It doesn't have a ton of energy. And the Phoenix pops out to deny it.
Hero taking out the Cloak Banshee up
the
Puma.
The depot goes down.
Oh, God. Just everything falling apart for Puma right now. Hero up 15 supply when he only has 30. And this is just so one-sided, Tasteless. Siege Tank's going to come out, but when these Phoenixes get back there, their Graviton beams are going to be way too strong for Puma to deal with.
Yeah, no kidding. In fact, right now, Puma has been so heavily rocked, I don't even know if this game actually goes on for that much longer.
The Siege Tank is out, but right now there's no way to defend against whatever the Phoenixes really do want to do.
He might even, after he kills the depot, just run up the ramp. The Terran should be supply block back then. You can see he's toying with the idea of it. Goodbye, depot. Picks up the tank, runs up.
And goodbye to the Siege Tank going back down the ramp. Deciding he does not want to fight inside the base there. Retreating the better part of Valor here, Tasteless.
Moving the barracks now. This is getting pretty ugly as right now he's just getting more and more ahead. He'll probably go for SCVs now, as you can see. I cannot believe how badly Puma is being hit here.
And GG!